work. Disgusting, nasty work. Nasty. Come on, son. And at the number one spot. Give me a break. Nasty work. Nasty. Come on, son. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yes, the cameras is rolling, the audio is rolling. We are back in the building. It's been a minute, y'all. 2 weeks to be exact. I know y'all missed me. You know what I mean? It's too new of a show to be missing episodes, but I got some great news. A lot of great things are happening. But before we get into the news, let's start the show how we like to start the show out. So you guys know every week I do play independent music from independent artists. The email is full. I've been, backed up, and from the previous episodes, I had a lot of people send me music out that I haven't been able to get to. But as promised, I will be giving you guys 2 songs from 2 independent artists every week to kind of give them get them a foot in the door. You know what I'm saying? Get them an audience to hear their music, hear what they're putting out. So we're going to do that every week. And if you guys are eager to submit your independent music, whether it's rap, R&B, fucking bolero, reggae, I don't care what it is. Long as you got good music and you believe in yourself and you are independent and not signed, I will play your music on the Nasty Work Show. All right, so if you want to go ahead and submit your music to me, please send it to ajatvmediagroup@gmail.com. The email is listed right here. But without further ado, let's get into the first artist of the day. Who do we have here? Let's see. All right, he got it together. Okay. So this first artist is Leek Honcho. He's right out of St. Louis. Shout out to St. Louis, Missouri. All right, he sent me a message. Yo, Wil Milz, my name is Leek Honcho from St. Louis, Missouri, a city known for normalizing killing one another. I started making beats as a teen when my friend was killed in 2016. Rest in peace to your homie. Ever since, I've been making music to keep me focused on being positive and making right decisions. This song is my first instrumental release. I know it's no lyrics, but I believe my song tells a story by itself. Please let me know what you think, and thank you for your time. Okay, so I guess this is an instrumental. So let's get it. And this is called Stand for Something. All right, so let's check it. This is by Leek Honcho. Let's get it. Hopefully it's a good beat. Okay, here's some strings in there. So far, no drum line, but it's coming. Hit. Okay. Okay. It's all right so far. The drum line ain't coming yet. I hope not, because this can't be the whole beat. Sounds incomplete, but so far so good. Hear the hi-hats. Drum line. There we go. Good. I like that. Like it. Definitely a vibe. I fuck with it. You might get stacking a little more drum patterns in it. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So this is our first instrumental review. And I do thank you for sending that in. This is from Leek Honcho, straight out of St. Louis, Missouri. Name of the instrumental track is called Stand for Something. And thank you for sending that in. See, I review anything. Thank you for that, Leek. I guess if you guys are interested in that instrumental, you can hit him up directly. His information is right here on the screen. Appreciate you. For that, I'm gonna get out of fire, man. No, I'm not a fire. That's the highest. Fire is the highest. I'm not gonna give it a fire. Sorry. I'm gonna give that a bop. I'm gonna give it a bop. Not a fire. Fire is the highest tier, but I'm gonna give it a bop. Bop is the highest tier you can. A fire is the highest tier you can get, but I'm gonna give it a bop. That shit is definitely dope. I fuck with it. I rock with it. Yeah, it's a bop. I deal with it. I like it, man. I like it. Thank you for Leek Honcho. Thank you for sending that in. Let's get right to the next artist. Oh, what did I do, man? I close out the emails. So let's get to the next artist of the day. Got to go back a little bit. Give me a second, guys. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm starting off bad. A little rusty. I ain't potting in a couple of weeks. And I will let you guys know why in a minute. Trust me, it's for a good reason. Maybe not for y'all because you guys are the listeners of the show. But for me, it was an amazing reason why. And I will let you guys know in a minute. All right, let's see. There we go. There's Leek Honcho. And let's get to the next page. What's going on here? Okay, here we go. All right, so the next artist we have. And mind you, I don't listen to these things up front. I don't. I go in completely blind because I want to give it an honest first reaction. I don't think I'm one of them guys where music like grows on me. Kind of like if I like it from the beginning, I like it forever. You know what I mean? I don't be like later on, I like your shit. If y'all hear any background noise, that's the cleaners out here in my building. They clean up the building. They clean up the other offices. But I got the do not disturb sign on my door. And they don't speak English and shit. So I'll be scared that they can't read the shit. But if they come up in here, you know what I mean? You're either going to hear somebody getting barked on or the camera pausing. If the cleaning lady bad, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's get to the next artist. Next artist we have, whoa, this name is crazy. Okay, so we have Ray Blaze. Ray Blaze, repping Hampton Roads, Virginia, the 757. And you can find him at, I'll put the name here, Ray Blaze Official. And also, they included their email. Thank you, Ray Blaze, for including all of your handles, getting it right. I appreciate you. So we're going to play his track. The name is called Stamped. The name of the song is Stamped. And it's featuring Nature Boy. Nature Boy _S_T. So let's get into this track. Stamped by Ray Blaze.
But if it's about anybody I love, anybody that got love for family, blood, anybody that means something to you, it's a whole different ballgame. DJ Ray Blaze in the mix.
Woo, I like this track. I like this already.
He made that come up, he's shining, but let it blur his vision. He the first one risen and got all his homies working with him. Looking out his piece, but niggas always make that worst decision. Taking everybody off the block, started to work against him. Took the hardest heads out the hood, that's all I circumcision.
Okay.
He scooping up every single chick that be flirting with him. Think he a slick when he gon' end up just another victim. Same niggas he paid to have his back be lurking up against him. That's how they often get, not even checking who we walking with. Blind to the fact that in his own hood he a walking lick. Walking round like a rabbit, foamy mouth, barking bit. Need to make like a chick, ready to piss and cop a sit. He did the opposite. All these niggas thinking he probably rich. Watching how we move, texting each other when they spot his whip. These type niggas famous, quickly becoming nameless. We ain't no entertainers, just thirsty hustlers.
I like this a lot.
Seem like when you up, the most loyal niggas become strangers or on your back, bending you out of shape like wire hangers. I keep us
okay.
Few and we tighter than closed fingers, and we stay getting it from all directions, all angles. We all sparkling like ice paved bangles. Ain't saying we out for danger, but we ready if you ever wanna tangle. Blink of an eye, niggas that screw you like they never knew you. Fun fact, most cats that do dirt with you do dirt to you. That's game to game. From a city where creeping is a claim to fame. It ain't the same. So much happening out here that you can't explain. Riding around flashing, posted up dolo is a dangerous thing. Stay from out the kitchen, especially if it ain't your range. That's how you end up in
I like this shit a lot, y'all.
Type of pain the hood brings, you find out that you can't sustain. They out here off the ramp watch it or you be out here damn. Never let nobody get that close unless they come stamped. Unless they come stamped.
Okay.
Unless they come stamped.
Yeah, I fuck with that. Shout out to Ray Blaze, man. I definitely deal with that. Straight out the 757 Hampton Roads with VA. Stamped up. I'm giving that a bop. I love the beat. I love the song. But definitely that's a B-side song, for hip hop heads. That's gonna be on an album somewhere. That's not a song that's gonna get any radio play or club play, but that's definitely something I would drive to and listen to while I'm relaxing and chilling. I love it. That is definitely a bop. So shout out to Ray Blaze. You can find him at Ray Blaze Official on Instagram. And that's Ray Blaze featuring what was the name? Nature Boy _S_C. Thank you for saying that to me, Ray Blaze. But anyways, and once again, guys, if you do want to submit your music to the Nasty Work Show for review, independent artists only, because I'm tired of my shit getting copyright strikes, and then y'all getting paid off my shit because y'all do slick shit sometimes. Your shit be signed and all that. You just ain't got a lot of views. So what happens is I'll post your music, and then they'll lay claims to it. So what I need to start doing is reviewing this music, because I don't need my stuff getting flagged for trying to promote your music. I'm trying to promote artists who ain't got no traction, who just making good music. All right? So please refrain from sending me copywritten music. I would like to play it and just, enjoy the music and be the person to help propel you to another, to another audience aside from the one that you already have. All right, but anyway, let's get into it, y'all. Welcome back to episode, what episode we on? Episode 18 of the Nasty Work Show. I'm your host, Wil Milz, and welcome home to me. I'm back here in Florida, back from New York, back running around, signing contracts, making things happen. And I got a huge announcement to make, guys. I told you guys I had something to announce, but I had to keep it under wraps. But now that the ink is dry, I need to let you guys know that I'm officially the newest comedian / podcaster / content creator / artist, not music artist, but entertainer, signed to the Goodtalk label. And that is headed up by Johnny Shipes, the man, the myth, the legend himself, one of the best people in the music industry. If you guys are unfamiliar with him, do your fucking homework. Go Google the man right now. Check his Wikipedia. This is the man that discovered Drewski, Nipsey Hussle, Smoke Dizzle, Joey Badass. His name is just everywhere in the industry. One of the most fair, coolest dudes you can ever run into in the industry. And if you ever have an opportunity to work with this man in any capacity, it's going to be great results. The contracts is amazing. Just everything I wanted that, for me and my people. Shout out to my managers who helped facilitate everything. Ron the Don, Maximilian, those are my two managers, as well as two of my best friends. My brother Doughboy, who was there for every step of the way. My boy Drew, my boy L.I., that was just there with me for every step of the way and didn't have to be there. You know what I'm saying? Just running back and forth to New York with me, Airbnb-ing it up, driving around the city, bookings for different clubs, and they just was there. Whether they stand to gain something or not, they were just there to support me and what I was doing. And they helped facilitate everything. And I couldn't have accomplished anything without them. So, yeah, things about to happen. Touring is about to start. The podcast is about to elevate to another level. So when you guys do see shit start blowing up, and you're like, wait a minute, what's going on here? His numbers looking crazy. His money's looking crazy. His diamonds is looking shinier. When you see shit like that, don't think I'm an industry plant, okay? Because the dude I'm signed to right now, the company I'm signed to right now, are responsible for some of the biggest names that we know. Drewski, of course, y'all know who he is, Nipsey Hussle. And then the man I'm signed to is the man who discovered these guys. But that's neither here nor there. Johnny Shipes, thank you. I love you, my brother. And I promise you to turn the Good Talk home, the platform, everything that you got going over there, because I am Good Talk family now and I'm officially signed to this label. I am going to turn Good Talk, assist in turning Good Talk into one of the biggest collectives ever. Also, check the roster. Cameron on the roster. Ray, Kev Herrera. It's too many to name. But Good Talk is one of the biggest companies out here. Very silent, very fair, and everybody signed to the collective are very successful at what they're doing. And I'm so happy that Johnny Shipes reached out and chose me to be a part of this. So yeah, this is just the beginning. And you're gonna see a lot of big things coming out of me. Pause. All right. But anyway, we do have a show to do. And also, I do need to say I haven't been able to report one of my best friends, my brothers, who I think I probably talked about him. You guys know I am the CEO and the CEO of Dirtbag Cartel, the company. But the man responsible for the name itself, the name itself and bringing me into the Dirtbag Cartel Collective. My brother John, he's passed away. That happened a couple of weeks ago while I was not recording. He was suffering from cancer. He's been fighting for a while. And, God chose to bring my brother home. We celebrated his life. My boy different, you know what I'm saying? He knew it was his time coming, and he chose to go out in the Nike Tech and the New York Fitted. And at the funeral, one of his requests was, nobody dress up. Everybody come like we going to the club like we used to do. And I'm going to miss you, my brother. And you fought a good fight, but God chose to bring you home. And I want to give a huge moment of silence for one of my best friends ever. I love you, my brother. I don't have any bad stories about this guy. Y'all don't see me crying right now because I went through it already. And this is definitely not something he would have wanted. But once again, this is one of my best friends, one of the most loyal dudes I ever knew. My Queens homie. You know what I mean? That's one thing we argued about, Queens and Brooklyn back and forth. But I'm glad that we've maintained our friendship from the beginning into your ultimate, ending. And we kept it love the whole way. You never lost sight of having fun. Every day you're sending me DMs, funny stuff, suggesting different lists I should do. You gave me your blessing to turn Dirtbag Cartel from the crew that we was outside running around into what I, ultimately transformed it into an actual company, Dirtbag Cartel. As you guys can see, I got it tattooed on my arm. That is the company. That's my umbrella company for everything that I do. I thank you for bringing me into the umbrella and turning it to something else. And I will preserve your legacy, bro. If nobody else do, I will, because I'll never forget that just the friendship alone is what propelled me to even make it into something corporate, And thank you for being you, and thank you for blessing the world with your presence, So I want to give a moment of silence for my brother, man, John Beltran, a.k.a. Dirtbag John, all right? The Dirtbag General. Rest in peace, my brother. Moment of silence. All right, y'all. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into the show. What do we have first on the docket? We got a couple of things to go over today. I don't even want to talk about the bullshit because a lot of stuff has been happening since I haven't been. Your boy Turtle been going crazy, bugging out. Big U, he's out of here. All that ignorant ass, immature, 50-year-old gang members, pack them niggas up. That's their culture. That's what they do. But pack them up. That shit is finally a dub. A lot of shit been going on. You know what I'm saying? And hold on, let me respond. This is business right here. Give me 1 minute, y'all. Gotta respond. This is business right here. Let's see. All right, bro. See, we doing it live. It's pre-recorded, but I'm still doing it live. Well, let's keep it fun. So the first thing I'm gonna get into, I saw a video of a dude crashing out. I think he probably was a little older than me when I had my crash out. Let me tell y'all something. As a man, one of the growing pains is getting your heart broke, bro. I think every man at one point in their life have to get their heart broke. And getting your heart broke, because as a man, we carry a different level of ego, especially if you got cheated on, bro. You know what I mean? Because now you either got to deal with confronting the other dude or letting it go and moving on. I don't give a fuck if you a pimp, bro. If you a pimp, player, whatever you are, there's these terms used for men. It's one, they call us dogs, right? But what is a female dog? A female dog is called a bitch. And one of my main sayings in life is, behind every dog is a bitch that made him that way. The problem is whether you choose to stay that way. Because a lot of dudes will have their villain origin story and they become abusive or they become savages and start just fucking every woman over, or they learn from it and realize that that was just that woman that did that to you, not every woman, and they move on from it and they learn to choose accordingly. I don't know about this guy right here. I had my villain origin story at 18. I had my first kid at 18, and, I got done filthy. She did me filthy. I had a couple of stories that was, that got my heart broken, I guess a little bit. But it wasn't really a relationship. It was just, I didn't know how to distinguish the difference between a woman. Because I remember when I lost my virginity to an older girl. I was like 14, 15, and I think she was like 18. And I thought when you have sex with a woman that she's automatically your girlfriend. So, we did what we did. This is one of my sisters. It was her friend. When you're the little cute brother, the friends always play around. But this one time it got real, so she don't know it, but she took my virginity. I ain't gonna say her name, but yeah, you took my virginity. And I thought she was my girl. So I saw her the next day and I tried to get all lovey-dovey with her and shit. She was like, oh, she like awed me, like little boy me, like, oh my God, yo, you so cute, boo. No, it's not that. Maybe we could do it again sometime. I thought I was heartbroken, but I wasn't. But my first baby mama did break my heart. And I used to catch her in all types of shit. And the one thing I haven't done since then was call the dude. My mantra has been since that day, and no disrespect to women, not disrespecting women when I say this. Because you got women, and you got bitches, you got hoes, but I'm going to say this. If you could fuck my bitch, you can have my bitch, bro. I'm not calling you. Whatever issues me and her got, that's between me and her, bro. You will not be included in it, because at the end of the day, whatever I choose to stick my meat in, gonna be something of quality, and not stick my meat in, because I've taken some for the team. I took some down some monsters. So let me stop lying. Whatever I choose to say is my girl, she's gonna be quality. She's gonna be a good-looking chick. So I don't I'm not dumb. I expect if a nigga don't know me, or even if he do know me, if she throwing it at him, or if she leaving it, if she leaving the window open for him to sneak in, why I'm gonna get mad at homie for? He just being a man. He not supposed to be some bitch ass. I don't know why guys be thinking that, like, yo, but that's my girl. How could you do this? She's married. So, nigga, I don't know you, bro. I don't know you. So, this video I got is a dude crashing out. And I hope that this was his villain origin story. But the thing about it is, it wasn't even like he got recorded. He recorded himself attempting to put Shorty on blast, but made himself look crazy in the process. That was the thing. It wasn't no fun. I would have never, listen, I got too much pride to get caught on camera like this. But this nigga voluntarily recorded himself. I don't know if he could unlive this or dot it, or he looks insane. I want y'all to check this video. This man played himself all the way.
Can't believe this shit. Niggas violating me, I'm violating niggas. Give me 150, I'm calling this nigga. Niggas think they was slick in the car, leave their phone unlocked. Yeah, I got your phone now. Somebody tell I got her phone. Yeah, I got your phone. Yeah, and I'm calling this nigga.
Crashing.
And I'm calling him. Nah. I told myself I would never call a nigga phone about no girl. But today is the fucking day. Today is the day. I'm telling you we are married, bro. Leave her alone, bro. Leave her alone, bro.
If you was doing handling your business as a man,
as a father, bro, coming. You love her, son, bro, because you act like you really ready to die, bro.
This is nasty.
This is my wife, bro. I'm actually the same.
Yeah, listen, we've been talking every day for a whole 6-7 months.
This is nasty.
My feelings grown. I'm saying I got a text for her. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you really gonna sit here and tell me just this, yo, bro? You're really telling me this just like this, bro? This is my wife, bro.
This is nasty.
This is my wife, bro.
This
bro,
is
I'm not
nasty.
crying. I just don't know. Bro, this is my wife, bro.
This is so nasty.
Bro, this is really my wife, bro. Bro, I'm not acting tough, bro, because, bro, I see it. Bro, I'm asking you a question as man to man, bro. Leave her alone, please, bro.
Oh, my God.
Bro, please leave her alone,
Deja
please.
vu.
Bro, please leave her alone. Bro, please. Bro, what about me? I got a family, bro. Just leave Star alone, bro. Leave her alone, please. Bro, I don't know, bro. Please leave her alone, please.
This is horrible.
Please leave her alone. Bro, all right. Bro, I don't got time for this. Please, Kev. Kev, I don't got no problem. Please, look, bro. I will fucking kill you, bro. I'm gonna kill myself, nigga. I swear to God, if you fuck with her again, I'm killing myself.
Let me tell y'all something. I've been at the I didn't go that far. I did call a dude one time. Here's the thing. I did call a nigga one time, right? This is back in for the younger people who watching, this is back in the beeper era. Some dude was beeping my baby mom's crazy. He was beeping her like crazy. She was in the living room, in the kitchen cooking chicken. I saw the beeper going off. I saw 911s. For y'all don't know, if you beep somebody, if you had a beeper and somebody beep you and they put 911, that means an emergency. That means call back immediately. I saw the number beep. Mind you, this is before call ID. You didn't know who it was. It was just a number. You had to call the number back. The number beeped like 3 times. And then the next 2-3 times it beeped, it said 911. She's ignoring it. She keep hitting the button to kind of ignore it and silence it. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, that should say 911. Call that back. That's an emergency. And she's dubbing me. So I'm like, nah. I grabbed the beep, but she fighting me for it. So that at this point, I knew it was a dude. I called back. The nigga answered the phone. He like, yo. I'm like, yo, who this? And when he heard me say that, New York niggas, we different. the nonchalantness, if you're at the receiving end of it, you get real nonchalant and arrogant because your goal now is to embarrass the nigga for even playing himself like that. Especially if you're official and you got money. Mind you, I'm 18. This dude was probably like 25, 26. He had paper. He on the phone. I'm like, yo, who this? He like, yo, I'm going to say his name. Fuck that. So she know I'm talking about. He said, yo, my name Tapan. Nigga said his name was Tapan. Kind of find out the nigga was a boxer. I'm like, Tapan? What kind of fucking name is that, nigga? He laughing. I'm like, oh, you must be a little baby father. You must be a little boyfriend. I heard about you. He like, yo, my nigga, I'll talk to you later, but where she at? I want to talk to her. Mad disrespectful. Disrespected my whole energy. He like, yo, tell her I'm outside and I want to see her. Tell her I'm about to pull up. Obviously, I'm with her because I'm calling her. I'm responding to the message from the beeper. This nigga had no regard of who I was or what I did. I got mad. She's clowning me, telling me it's some dude from school and he's just playing around because I'm being jealous and I'm being insecure, gaslighting me. So I'm pissed off now. Mind you, at 18, I didn't drink, smoke, do nothing. So I call myself going to drink now. I want to get drunk. I go outside. I go buy bottles of James wine cooler. Call myself getting drunk. As I'm walking back to the building, this is when the Expedition first came out. This is the late 90s, maybe like 98, 90, like 99. Expedition first came out. Now, mind you, Expedition, I believe, was the first big SUV. Before that, it was like a Bronco, or niggas drove the MPV, or I forgot what else. But the Expedition was the big SUV. He had that. The shit was sitting in front of the block. I'm walking back to the building. As I'm walking in, he like, yo, I see a nigga sitting in the car. I don't know what he looked like, because this before internet, before picture phones, everything. Dude called me, he like, yo. I'm like, yo, what up? He like, yo, guys, he like, yo, you live here? I'm like, yeah, I live in this building right here. He like, yo, you know a girl named blah, blah, blah? I'm like, yeah, I know her. It's him. He's like, yo, you know where she live at? I'm like, yeah, I know where she live at. He's like, yo, shorty, if you don't mind, because I'm a younger dude. And I'm 18, but I look like 14, 15. I look skinny. I look like a little kid. He like, yo, if I give you like $20, could you tell her that I'm outside waiting for her? Like, really? I'm like, yo, this nigga got no regards of who I am. This is a true story, y'all, by the way. I'm like, all right. He don't know who I am. He give me the $20. I go back to the crib. Mind you, back in these days, always hammered up. I'm a Brooklyn nigga, but I'm in Queens at this part. And he's also a Queens nigga. Arrogant Queens nigga, but I'm a Brooklyn nigga who gave it up all the way. So when I get back to the crib, I go in, go to the room, grab the hammer. I come back out. Now she's sitting there laughing it up with my sister and all of them, having a good old time. Mind you, this is not my crib. I'm at my sister's crib in Queens. My sister's boyfriend lived in Queens at the time, and I'm over there at her crib. And she told homie to meet her over there. She's standing there laughing at my sister. I grab her by the back of her hair, wrap that shit around my arm, and now I'm walking with her. She's backwards, kicking, and I'm dragging her, walking outside now. My sister and I'm like, get off of her. What are you doing? I'm like, yo, fuck that. Nah, she's playing with me right now. I'm walking with her, and I'm not stopping. So she got to run because I'm holding her on my mic with her by her hair. And then I get outside, and I got the hammer in one hand, and I got her in the other hand. I'm like, yo, this who you looking for right here? She right here, nigga. Come get her. And he saw that it was me. He like, yo, shorty, what the fuck you doing? I run towards homie with the hammer. And he got the passenger window down. He in the driver's seat. I threw the hammer through the window. I'm like, what's up, nigga? What's all that fly shit you talking over the phone? The nigga didn't even know it was me he was talking to. The nigga darted out the whip and ran, left his whole car there, bounced. The nigga ran. So now, mind you, I let her go at this point. She's running over, yelling and screaming at me. This nigga down the block left his whip there unattended, keys to the ignition and everything. And at that very moment, I caught myself. And I said, what the fuck am I doing? I'm crashing out over her, who I knew was playing me anyway. You know what I mean? She was bad. I'm 18. She like 19, 20. We had a kid. And no, we have my daughter yet? Yeah, we have my daughter already. But I'm 18. Like, I'm working, I think at the time I was working at Yves Saint Laurent or maybe Gucci store in New York. And I ain't had no real money. So I kept it real with myself. Like, I was very mature for my age. Not at that moment, but I was mature. And I said, damn, I got to be realistic about this. We mad young. We had a baby. We live in New York. My baby mother is bad. So she going to have dudes. When she lived at, she walking down the street with a stroller. She got a fat ass. She's short, big titty. She bad. Niggas 18 don't know what to do with that. So, of course, niggas like 25, 26 who got real money in the street gonna holler at her. What can I do? And also, she young, so she don't know no better. So, you know, me and her, we good friends now. You know what I mean? We cool. We get along great. And that's just my villain. But she did, you know, that was my villain origin story. You know what I'm saying? Never again, no. I crashed out. But see, aside from homie who was doing that shit, that nigga looked old. He looked like he about 30 doing that. Listen, for all the cornballs out there, and this is the lesson in life, good pussy will make you wet behind the ears if you inexperienced. It really will, bro. Right? Especially if you didn't grow up with a dad and you didn't experience real relationships. You don't know how to pinpoint what's a good woman from a bad woman. Or a woman who's just not, I mean, some women out here, they perceived as bad, but they just single. You know, they not ready to settle down and have a real relationship. And also, you not either. You know, our thing is, you know, as men, we feel like being masculine is being aggressive, but that's not what masculinity is. It's not what true masculinity is silent. True masculinity is reactive. It's not proactive. You react when somebody do some shit. You know what I mean? You don't start trouble. You're not aggressive. You're just assertive. You're dominant in your presence. You're not dominant in your words. You know, because true masculinity is it could be nowadays masculinity itself is a dying thing. You know, they say when you're being masculine, you're being misogynistic, but really you're just being a man. And the reason why people label it as misogynistic because they don't know what the fuck masculinity is. And I had to learn that. I ain't know that growing up. I didn't know that yelling at my girl and trying to be, you know, dominate and scare her was like, I thought that was being masculine. That's because I didn't have a daddy growing up. But through trial and error and just hanging around older dudes and having men that held me accountable, like, bro, you tripping, like you bugging, my nigga. Don't talk to her like that. That's not how you come off as masculine. You look like a bitch, nigga, really? That's some bitch ass shit you did. And my brothers do that. They tell me when I'm out of pocket, and I learn by default. But I don't know about homie, though. I ain't never in my life, you know, threatening to take myself out over a woman? Fuck out of here. Never. Never, nigga. I don't care how hurt I got. But I've had on several occasions dudes call me with that energy. And I'm here to tell y'all niggas, man, for all the cornball niggas who may be watching, who think you feel what I'm saying right now, you never know what this is like until you're on the receiving end of it. I mean, until you're the guy who's getting hurt and getting cheated on. But to the dudes who are on the receiving end of it, you got to be careful because some of these niggas don't play about their girl, man. They will kill you. I was dealing with a married woman. And her husband was just like this nigga that was on that video just now. crashing out. I'm gonna kill you. Please leave her alone. Just please. I love her. Please. She's married with kids. And I'm like, nigga, I don't know you. I'm like, homie, why you even want her? You're bugging, son. Why do you want her? I couldn't tell a nigga nothing, no. And to this day, I don't know what happened to this nigga, man, but he was crashing over her. I do look at her page. Me and her still cool. She ain't with that nigga, even after I deaded her. I deaded that. That situation was too toxic for me. And she ultimately left him. But then, you know, when me and her ain't work, she went running right back to that nigga. Don't crash out over no pussy, bro. Women outnumber men 5-1, bro. Trust me, bro. Love who love you, man. Don't be chasing no woman who don't fuck with you like that, my nigga. Respectfully. But I'm blessed to have had my village and origin story at a very young age. You got to go through it. You got to get your heart broke to see how you're going to react. A lot of niggas say, I would never be me. Yeah, you don't know if it's going to be you till it's you. So another nigga is piping your girl, fucking your girl, bro. And he's telling you he did it. Nowadays, if that happened to me, I'm like, I'm numb to it. You know what I mean? Or I'm at least realistic about it. You know? But it is what it is. Anyway, moving along. I talk about this a lot. And I get into religion a lot because I value myself as a spiritual person. I just bought another Onyx bracelet, if you guys can see, next to the Van Cleef. You guys can see I got another Onyx. I love these Onyx bracelets. Let me tell you some real shit that happened to me. I got the original Onyx bracelet. I was in Vegas last year. I did a show out there, and I went to the Grand Canyon. Beautiful, by the way. Boring as shit, but it's the pictures don't do it no justice. Like, you really got to sit up there and see how majestic and how big that shit is to appreciate how amazing that shit is. So, for people who don't know, the Grand Canyon is owned by Native Americans. I forgot what tribe, but it's Native Americans that own it. And they're your tour guides. They run the restaurants. And I believe they own a huge portion of it, as well as, you know, when you go to the to where they're selling like the like the trinkets and the souvenirs. It's all Native Americans out there with tables. So I bought an Onyx bracelet. They claim it's from the Black Mountains. I like the Onyx bracelet. So let me get that. And they said, do you know what this bracelet means? I said, yeah. I said, no, I don't. I'm not familiar with it. I like the way the black beads look. It looks spiritual. I'm into my spirituality shit. They said, well, the purpose of the black onyx is to wear it for protection and for prosperity. And once you reach a new goal in life, it will break. I'm like, what do you mean it will break? They're like, it will just break. Whether you bend your hand a certain way, take it off a certain way, it's going to break once you reach your level where the bracelet has fulfilled its purpose. This was a year ago to the date. I swear my kids, if I'm lying, I'm flying. I met up with Johnny Shipes for Good Talk. I signed that deal, as well as another deal that I have in the works. I can't announce that one yet. This one is just as big. That one to be signed within the next couple of days. And it's the most lucrative deals I've had in my life. The most life-changing, personal level things that I've had going on in my life. That's really going to set myself and my family up for life to where we're good, as long as I produce the work that they ask of me. I signed it that day. Me and my manager, shout out to Mox, we at the airport drinking, getting lit, celebrating. We get on our flight, we tipsy. I get home that night. I'm about to go take a shower. I start taking off my watch, my bracelets, and as I take my Onyx bracelet off, it fucking broke. It broke the minute I got home to take it off. And I said, oh shit. I didn't tug at it no differently than I usually do any of my jewelry. Take it off the same way every day. But that night, the same day I signed my deal, this is on the same day, this is not 24 hours later, I signed my deal about 1 o'clock that afternoon. My flight was 6 o'clock that evening. The same day, the fucking bracelet broke. And that's the second time that happened. But I didn't understand it back then. So I don't know why I even mentioned that. But that's just to say, for me, I'm not a guy who's into religion. I'm into spirituality, right? Because Native Americans are not are not Christians. They're spiritual. And the things that they see and experience, and I've experienced as a result of them, are some highly spiritual shit. It ain't got nothing to do with Jesus Christ. That's why I don't fuck with religion. I fuck with spirituality. Here's another example of nasty Christian shit, guys. Check this out, man. This is wild. I don't know what country this is. The thumbnail says Dance Hall Canada, but maybe that's just the page it came from. But this is a preacher. This is insanity, guys. Come on, son. Holy water. Come on, son. Well, what part of religion is this, bro? Son, batty activities, my nigga. You look in this man's tongue, son? This is religious? You licking, come on, batty man activities, bro. Come on, son. Pack this shit up, bro. Wheel it and come again, son.
Hey,
Bro, this is wild. This is wild, son.
Congratulations.
But they'll that's what they do. They insert their gay shit into religion until into their own personal theologies. And because you're a member of their church, they'll tell you this is the way through God, but really they got ulterior motives with you. This nigga slobbed homie down. Come on, man. Pack this nigga up, man. First of all, fire for dude who opened his mouth and let him do that. Because I'm going to keep it respectfully. If he'd anointed me and then gave me the holy water and put his tongue out, to put my tongue in my face, I'd have broke his jaw. How could you still continue to call yourself a straight man after that? A heterosexual man after you just slobbed another man? What's the difference? See, when you insert religion into it and make it look like, oh, yeah, it wasn't gay. That was just some God shit. But you just licked this man's tongue, bro. Come on, man. You see what I'm saying? Let's keep on religion for a second because I think I had some other shit. Oh, look. Check this preacher out right here, y'all. Check this preacher out, man. This preacher right here. Check this here out, guys. Check this out right here. So.
Okay, cool.
All right, so backstory. He's in Target. He's shopping. He buying mad random shit. Probably don't make sense to y'all now, but I'll fill that in.
Ooh.
He's just buying a bunch of shit. This is Pastor Carlton Lynch. He's just buying a bunch of shit.
I just did not now. Right now, have you heard of, how much is it again?
2632.
2632. Have you heard of DEI?
Not that I know of.
You haven't? Okay.
part of the reason why I'm not going to purchase this because of how she treated me and your staff since I've been here. And so I'm just going to leave. Let her help you take it all back. I'm done.
Bro.
So, yeah, I didn't buy anything
Bro.
here at Target. And see, that's what we got to get our activists to know, that we can do boycott, but you got to add inconvenience to it. Everybody in the country need to go to a local Target, shop, get all the things that you think that you would like, put it in the cart, go to the cash register and say, you know what? You all don't support DEI. This is my last, and they can call the police. I thought they'd been out here waiting on me, but I ain't coming back no way. Peace.
Respectfully, Pastor Carlton Lynch, this is the most immature shit ever. This is like a white boy prank, bro. This shit is not effective. If this is not even a boycott. Boycotting is not going, period, to the store. And from what my experience with Target is a great company. I worked there before when I was younger. It's a great company. Also, for all you black people who all fucking upset and bent out of shape by the DEI, I'm not even going to pull up the stats right now because I think I know this just off knowledge from off my personal research. DEI, most of the beneficiaries of DEI are white women. White women. That's the most people who benefit off of it. You know, it's almost saying that, hey, I'm black, I should be afforded better opportunities just because of the color of my skin. For me, because I am an entertainer and I am most of my bread comes from independent streams of income, I would say all of it, all of my money, is from my hard work and my dedication. It's not because I'm black. You know what? Let's look this up, guys. Who are the main beneficiaries of DEI? Who does DEI benefit the most? Who? Oh no, wrong shit. Who has? Who shit? What? Who has DEI benefited the most? While DEI initiatives are designed to promote inclusivity and address systematic barriers, some data suggests that white women have been the primary beneficiaries of affirmative action in corporate DEI efforts, securing a disproportionate share of promotions and leadership positions. You guys have to understand, throughout the course of the history of America, white women have suffered as well, right? They may not have suffered as much as black women and black men because of the color of our skin. However, most of the laws put in place throughout the course of history in this country was there for white men and white men only. So white women were also the beneficiaries of these things. So for black people to be the main ones to jump out in front of DEI as if we are the primary beneficiaries of it, like if we at the bottom of the barrel, is fucking insane to me. And I hate to say this to sound like some Uncle Tom, and I don't care how y'all take this. I think it's another way of people to excuse their I don't want to say laziness. I think it's more of a way for people to blame their shortcomings on systems put in place that were allegedly designed to benefit them. I don't give a fuck about no DEI. And for this pastor to go and Target and throw a bunch of shit on the counter as if you're doing something, nigga, you ain't do shit. That ain't doing nothing. Real boycotting was what Martin Luther King did, bro. Don't go in the store at all. And I think Target will be just fine. If you want to boycott something, do that shit at Walmart, nigga. That's what we shop at. Target is a little pricier than Walmart. You run it up in Target, what you doing? You inconveniencing other people. Target is not a fucking fortune. The people who work there are not making. These people are not your 6-figure people. Target employees don't make no money. So you're walking up in there to inconvenience people who make fucking $10, $11 an hour, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not inconveniencing corporations. You're inconveniencing people. The people who work there, because those people who work there make minimum wage or a little more, and they have to go stock them shelves. They don't got no money either, nigga. Target people don't make no fucking money. It's just an upscale Walmart, bro. The employees make nothing. White, black, I don't care what color you are. They make no money. So you're not doing anything for black people or DEI or anything of that nature by inconveniencing the low-income workers that work there. You're being annoying, bro. That shit was childish. You got the nerve to call yourself a pastor doing that and calling for other people to inconvenience these workers? Fuck out of here, nigga. Pack you up. Pack you up. What was his name again, y'all? What was his name? Hold on. What was his name? Carlton Lynch. Pack you up, Carlton Lynch. Carlton Lynch. It's a wild name to have as a black man. Lynch is crazy. How about go get your fucking name changed, nigga? Now let's get into some white ratchetness. Where we at? We was an hour in already. Let's get into some white ratchetness. Check this out. Because white people go through shit like this too. I know a lot of times we see these videos of be black people, but white women do the same shit that black women do. That people try to put all on black women, white women do the same thing. Check this baby mama drama out.
So my daughter's father tells me today that for spring break, he's taking our daughter, we have one daughter together, to Disneyland for 5 days.
Okay.
And I guess it was going to be a surprise, or it's going to be a surprise, or was, whatever. So I'm like, awesome, you know, I'm going to go shopping, get her a couple outfits, you know, I'll get her a new bathing suit, da-da-da. I'm thinking about all these things, and then I'm thinking, wait, just her?
Yeah.
Because she has 5 other siblings.
Whoa.
So I had to ask him, you know, everybody else is invited too, right? And he looked at me like I was crazy and said, no, those aren't my kids.
They're not.
We were together for years. You were their stepfather.
So?
You're going to take your daughter to Disneyland and not take her siblings?
Yes.
Do you know how upset that would make them?
So?
Not doing it. She's not going unless her siblings can go. Period.
They can go, but you pay for it. They can go. Disneyland. How much? Shorty said 5. First of all, the nigga put up with 5 additional kids in addition to the one he made with you. Once the relationship is over with the children. Those are not his children. See, that's one of the perks of being a stepdad. I don't got to fuck with your kids no more. I love them, but I only love them under the contingency that you were around. Those are not my children. I have no obligation to those kids. I'll love them. I'll say hi to them. But as far as taking care of them and providing them with shit like that, that's their daddy's responsibility. Their dad and you. So yeah, they know me. They're familiar with me. I'll take them to Disneyland. But on your dollar or their daddy's dollar. But my kid gets the world. You feel me? My kid get a 1, 2, or 3, or 4 for Wendy's. Your kid get the 4 for 4. Pack you up. How much is a Disneyland child ticket? How much is a Disneyland ticket for one day? Okay. This is the park hopper ticket. is $65 to $75. So let's go at the low end. That's $65. So he had the option to either spend, let's see, you're not even offering half, shorty. So look, including himself, plus the additional 5 kids, that's 6 kids total. So that's 7 tickets. 65 times 7. What am I doing here? 65 times 7 is $455. Plus $150 for food. Plus parking, which is probably $30. Plus other shit, another $100. Just add that in, because it's going to be more expensive. That's $735. Or he could pay 65 plus 65 plus 50, $180. So that your kid can't go at all because your other siblings. And I understand you should fully love your kids and fully want them to go. But you could at bare minimum offer half. You got 5 other kids. Be thankful that this man even dealt with you when you already had 5 that wasn't his. Pack you up, lady. Fuck out of here. See? White women do be doing the same shit sometimes. Same shit. They do it more, actually. We just don't see it. Because when you watch that show Teen Mom on MTV, they let her talk about the teenage, pregnancy epidemic amongst black people and Hispanics. But when I watched Teen Mom on MTV, most of them little girls was white. Period. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this show up. It's a great show. We done went over an hour easily. You know what I mean? Talking about bullshit. But this is a great show. It's always a great show, guys. And I'm sorry for taking so long. But once again, guys, if you do want to submit your music to the Nasty Work Show for a review, please do not hesitate to send your name, your performance name, your social media handle, as well as the song and title. Send it to AJATV Media Group at gmail.com. The name is listed right here on the screen, as you guys can see. All right? But anyways, I am Wil Milz, and this has been a great episode, and I'm back, man. 2 episodes. 2 weeks I missed. I apologize to you guys, but as you guys can see, bigger things are brewing. You guys are going to see me on a really big network pretty soon, and that's going to also help propel this show to the next level. All right? But I love you guys. Thank you guys for all your support. And help and please continue to make this show be one of the biggest shows in the world, all right? Let's get it. Nasty work. Nasty work. Come on, son. And at the number 1 spot. Till next week, I will see y'all same time, same blood clot place. Peace.